wants to be the product of public embarrassment, especially children. But in recent years, there have been countless videos of parents going online and intentionally shaming their kids.
And while this technique may seem to work initially, it can leave some long-lasting damage on your parent-child relationship. So joining us now in this conversation is the owner of Shift Show Communication. We have Jennifer Eisenreich here. And, you know, we saw this video that was pretty alarming to us, in which a child was shamed. We'll talk a little bit more about that. But at its core, what does it mean to shame a child?
Well, shaming a child is when you go over the line from wanting to really get through to them, but you cross the line and they just feel awful. And then there's public shaming, where you share way too much online in a way that the kids just really won't appreciate it in the future.
No, absolutely. And what I found with these videos is that the comment section goes off, whether it is people defending, you know, what the parent's doing, or saying, why are you posting this? Knowing the algorithm on social media and knowing that the more comments, the more viral it can get, should people be participating at all, even if it is good intentioned?
Well, everyone has a choice. We all have an opinion. You can all give your opinion. But, you know, adding to the noise just isn't productive. I like people to shift the way that they think and to try to get people to look differently. Maybe pointing out the fact that we don't know everything about the video that's being shown. This video went viral because it said parents gift child with Slim Tea. That's really not what happened. They weren't gifting. It wasn't a parent. It wasn't Christmas. So a lot of times people comment on things that they don't even know about.
Right.
So right.
Well, and as we were watching this too, I mean, even the other kids that were in the room were kind of taken aback by it. And we're not sharing this video with you today only because of the children involved and further potentially shaming. Kelly and I had a nice long conversation even today about including our own kids in videos, because oftentimes they either want to or they just happen to be in the same room when we're doing stuff.
They're in the room always.
Always.
So there's really no way to, you know, avoid the sharing.
And sometimes this isn't even about shaming, but going back to what you said about how they're going to feel about these videos later on in life. They're still growing.
Yeah, I mean, we create a child's digital footprint, and we talk to kids about not oversharing, but from the minute they're born, we're posting 5 or 6 times a week about everything that they're doing. So, you know, when we post things about our kids, we have to remember that those things could come back maybe when they're in middle school, and they really don't appreciate that.
Oh my God, puberty and the videos, no. And again, I think that you can post them with great intentions.
Sure.
You know, look at my son's first steps, or, you know, look, she lost a tooth, but not every memory of mine's posted, and that's probably for the best. Thank you, Mom.
Amen.
But what is the difference between, would you say, shaming and sharing? And how do we find balance?
Yeah, shaming is when we really go over the line and we're trying to make our kids feel bad to prove a point, or it can be inadvertently when we share too much and then our kids end up being embarrassed. Sharing is something that you might share with your grandmother. Maybe you'd put it on your holiday card, you know, good news, or it might be bad news, but we don't want to repeat ourselves over and over, so we put it online, but it's really the intent.
And Kelly brought up the comment section, how those can really take off. So
crazy.
What if we see something we feel passionate about? Should we hold back? And not just us, anybody at home. People are very quick to jump into that conversation. Is it worth getting involved in?
Yeah, there's a group of people who like to tell others how to raise kids. It's called Everyone.
Oh, yeah.
And they meet on the internet.
I was saying, literally, and their meetings are every day on the
internet.
internet.
On the internet, that's where they go, exactly. So before you post, there are a couple things to ask yourself, and I like to use harm. Number 1, will it be hurtful? Number 2, will the people appreciate it in the future? Number 3, will it reveal something that's not yours to reveal, or it's not your story to tell? And then what's your motivation? Are you trying to hurt someone? Are you trying to out them for something? So check your motivation. And if you don't have anything good to say, really there's enough noise on the internet that you can step away and just let other people duke it out.
How do you, because this can happen even without the online component of it. I mean, parents sometimes shame their kids. How do we prevent that from happening? Have those tough conversations with our kids when we need to, but not use the shame component of this.
Yeah, I mean, we can all remember times when an adult or a peer said something to us and we have felt really bad about it. And I have to be honest, we're all guilty of it.
Yes.
We all go over the line sometimes.
Right.
So we need to have a little bit of grace with ourselves and with other people when we see it. But the best thing is to remember that your child is taking everything you say to heart. So you want to build them up and make them feel good. You want to be honest with them too and let them know that there are boundaries and maybe that a boundary has been crossed. But overall, you just want to make them feel okay and recognize that everyone makes mistakes. It's your job as a child to make mistakes, and it's our job as parents and adults to help them learn from it.
What you said there is that they're soaking all of this in. In the video, the little girl, after she opened this and saw the Slim Tea, she was like, oh, because I need this. And it immediately, you immediately
She had
thought,
been told.
She had been told. These things had been said to her, and I don't know. It broke your heart to watch it.
And I think that we all need the reminder that it is their job to make mistakes. When else are you going to do it? They're learning too, and we are.
Yeah.
Thank God for you. Every day.
Really great to have you on today.
Thank you.
And if you're interested in learning more about the services offered through Jennifer's business, Shift Show Communication, you can head to our website for more information.